Late. 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 Apparently. Apparently I'm late. But I don't think I'm late. I don't think I'm that late, man. I just took my sweet time, man. Everybody needs their sweet time. Dude, my hair ain't even good. I need to look sharp for y'all. Can't be showing up with fucked up hair. Islam GArry, that seems to be the consensus number one. GArry seems to be the consensus number one contender. Joey's never late. I know that's a lie because I've literally waited on Joey. This guy's always late. He is a late guy, but he's more consistent. I'll give it to him. I'll give him more consistent. Okay, which not terrible. I might also need to grab some water. I think I'm out of water, unfortunately. Out of water. My hair's chopped right now. Who do you want to see win? That's a good question. Not who wins, but who do you want to see win? Joe Pyfer, Israel Adesanya. I think Joe Pyfer wins. But I want to see Izzy win. I really want to see Izzy win. You know what I mean? I really do want to see Izzy win. I think I want to see that guy succeed. There's something about him where it's just like, man, I want to see Izzy win. I really do. I really want to see Izzy win. Pyfer all day. You want Pyfer to win or you think Pyfer wins? I think Pyfer wins. He could get I could see Pyfer submission. I could see Pyfer arm triangle. I think the arm triangle is going to be there. I think Pyfer can get into mount. I think he could get a TKO stoppage, But I really want to see Izzy win. I really want to see Izzy win. I really won't. You want him and he will. His dad used to beat him. He's built different. His dad used... Okay. So are you saying you want to see him win because his dad beats him and do you relate to him? Or do you just like that his story was, I like Izzy's story. But Joe Pyfer is like a little bit of a salty guy. You know what I mean? He's a salty guy. Doesn't have much of a personality. You try to listen to Joe Pyfer's interviews, they're kind of just like, His story's inspirational. I think Izzy's got a pretty inspirational story. I really think Izzy's got a pretty inspirational story. Young kid went from Nigeria to New Zealand. Then he moved to China all on his own. Had no money. Then made it to the UFC. Stunned on guys. Big talker. Entertaining. And that the things he went through with Alex Pereira, right? You'd be salty too if your dad beat you up every day and you were homeless. I'm saying Pyfer's story inspirational. I'm not saying it's not inspirational. But I just think that a lot of guys in MMA have a sob story. You know what I mean? I think a lot of dudes, they've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? I think most fighters go through some shit. Like Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier has been through some shit. That's why I really wanted to see Dustin Poirier beat Islam. I'm like, dude, this guy's been through some shit, man. He made it out the gutters in Louisiana. And being a guy who made it from out of the gutters of the big Canada, I related so much, man. It's actually not a bad idea. Look at this, guys. Idea for the BMF belt. If there's no finish in the fight, the belt becomes vacant and 2 new fighters get a crack at it. Thoughts? I kind of like that idea. If there's no finish in a BMF fight, unless it's like a war, but then you're adding too many stipulations. If it's a boring fight, nobody wins the BMF. That would be fun, but that would also be extremely disrespectful to the winner because Charles wouldn't get it, and I kind of would want to see, you know. But man, there's so many dudes who are got fucked up childhoods. They're not that salty, you know. What's that guy's name? Jens Pulver. Didn't he have like a really messed up childhood? I think he had a messed up childhood. There's a bunch of fighters who had like really messed up childhoods. I wonder what Ilia Topuria never talks about his childhood. I wonder what Ilia Topuria's childhood. And made Joey Ray. Nice. Yeah, totally. Joey ain't doing nothing right now, man. Nobody's doing nothing. Ooh. We got to do the picks. Pyfer, Adesanya, Topology. How did I almost mess that up? Okay. Bruna Brazil beat Ming Shiming versus Alexia Thainara beat Luma Boomy, who's actually not bad. Beat Molly McCann. Lost to Ketlin Souza. Lost to Kong Wang. A decision of Kong Wang. But she also got brutalized by Kong Wang, if I remember that. Or Wang Kong. Beat Molly McCann, but she lost to Luma Lukabumi. I'm gonna stay away from women fights. We don't. Who picks women's fights? You know, that's my. Who cares about women's fights? Honestly, is there another women's fight? Yeah, this fight should be at the bottom. The UFC needs to learn their lesson and put all women's fights at the bottom because this right here, nobody cares about. This one right here, it doesn't excite me. This one excites me. This excites me. This doesn't excite me. You know. But I'm going Ricky Simone. Decision. Adrian Yanez isn't going to KO him. Ricky Simone is underrated boxing. You know, he's doing pretty well against Ronnie Barcelos. He honestly could have won against Ronnie Barcelos. It was a UD, but still. A fact only non-GP people know: the most boring fights have been striking, not grappling. The most boring fights have been striking, not grappling. Rose Namajunas, Carla Esparza. Striking. Adesanya, Yoel Romero. Okay. Islam Jack. Chimaev, DDP. Strickland, Costa. What other fights are there that were boring? Volk Lopez 1, Volk Lopez 2, striking. I don't know. Yeah. I'm totally gonna say the WMMA fighter's name. Lewis. Yep. Lewis versus Ngannou. MVP. His fights. Yeah, it's true. That's actually true. That's actually true that nobody talks about. The most boring fights we ever see are usually striking fights. Huh. Interesting. Or like clinches. A lot of clinches. They don't really touch the ground. Maybe because holding a guy down and making it a boring fight on the ground is so much harder than making it a boring fight on the feet. You know, so like it could be easy to make a boring fight on the feet. Just jabbing and moving, sticking and moving. You don't gas out at all. Whereas you go to the ground, you're going to gas out, you know? Let's go Navajo Sterling by decision. He's a bit of a decision merchant. You know what I mean? I feel like Bruno Silva doesn't have a chin, though. You know, he got brutally chinned by Dustin Jacoby, but he got dropped with a jab, too. That's the problem. You know, and he beat Magomed Gadzagulov. Absolute fraud Magomed Gadzhigulov is. Absolute fraud. Bernardo Sterling, beat Bellato, beat Evo, beat Turco. That's a good one. Tukos. I feel like that's a pretty decently aged win. I think he's doing not too bad. I'm going Sterling decision. I don't think he's going to KO Bruno Lopez. Most people think he's going to win by KO, but I think the decision is there. Casey O'Neill, yeah, we don't care about this. Marcin Tybura versus Tyrell Fortune. I think this is an interesting fight. I've seen one fight of Tyrell Fortune. I think it was on Bellator. Which then became the PFL. Yeah, so last time I seen him fight, I think it was his loss to I think it was Golem. Golem was a fight I watched. I haven't seen him on Lights Out. I haven't seen him fight any of these guys. I think Marcin Tybura beat McParkin, beat Jonathan Deniz, lost to Sergey Spivak, but I think he has a win over Sergey Spivak. Beat Tai Tuivasa, destroyed Tai Tuivasa, got him to the ground, easily destroyed him. I think Tybura by submission round one. Round one submission. Impression of Adesanya getting mad after Joe spoils his nail paints. I don't know what Adesanya sounds American. He just sounds... His New Zealand accent is just an American accent. Wait. Who? Who did that? Joey was crapping on experts? What's up, John Dong? Was Joey actually crapping on experts? Nobody craps on experts. Experts is uncrappable, I think, in my opinion. He's off the board. You can shit on a lot of dudes. Kenny, Joey, Guru, Shay, Bedtime, Tracy. You can shit on a lot of dudes. But experts is like a guy nobody should be shitting on. He literally just pulls up, does his thing, and dips. Real legend of the sport. I'm going Tybura. I think Tybura's winning. Now, this one's a tricky one. Anybody else feel like this is a tricky one? Most of y'all want Joe Pyfer to win? Most of y'all want Joe Pyfer to win? Really? Really? So what would that be? That would be 4 of y'all? I don't think Joey would crap on him. Because I don't think Joey has anything to gain if he were to crap on experts. I think Joey only would crap on a guy if he had something to gain, But I do want to know who Joey would pick between Islam and GArry, because he loves both those fighters for whatever reason. I think he'd honestly pick GArry. Impression of Kyle Braho spreading a rumor about Adesanya dying after the Joe fight. What I heard, this guy, Adesanya, he going to die right after fight. This is what I heard. Rumor says this guy going to die after what happened in fight. That's my Kyle Baralho impression. Generic Brazil impression. My brother. I like the high pitched Brazilian guys. Those are my favorite Brazilian dudes. Hey bro, how many times I got to tell you? I don't even know. I just do the jiu-jitsu. I do jiu-jitsu. And I freaking submit everybody every time I go to jiu-jitsu. My brother, we going to have good time, good fight today. That's the best Brazilian accent. High pitched, and then the women, my bro, hey. A few days ago, someone Joey's asked about him, what he thinks of Ian Garry saying Islamophobic stuff, and Joey was like, he's pushing for the Islam fight. Was Garry even saying Islamophobic stuff? Bro, Garry was not saying Islamophobic shit. I think, honestly, if you think Gary's saying Islamophobic shit, your definition of Islamophobic is like, like, you need a new definition, bro. Impression of DDP gaslighting everybody into thinking Adesanya is still in his prime to make his resumes look good. Bro, yeah, when I fought Adesanya, this is probably the best Adesanya I ever fought, ever. Probably the best Adesanya ever fought. And then look what he did against Nazardine, that guy, Imavov. Bro, this guy was beating him until he got poked in the eye, and that is win. It's becoming too African right now. I've been watching too many YouTube shorts of Africa. Brew. Yo. Brew. Yo. Look what he did against Imavov. Bro, this guy nearly finished him in the second round, but he got eye-poked and he couldn't do anything anymore. So, if you look at Israel Adesanya, he's looking better every day after his fight with me. So, to say that my resume isn't good, bro, you got to look at it. Israel Adesanya's beating everybody. He would have beaten Sean Strickland if they had the rematch, the one that fought me. Hello, lads. What's up, lad? What's up, lad? How you going? How's it going, lad? You know? How's it fucking going, lad? You're getting chicken and chips, you know? There's a fucking chicken and chip shops down the road. If you want to go over there, get one of those fucking chicken and chips. I fucking love it, you know? Put some fucking ketchup on my chips. It's probably my best fucking meal in my entire life, you know? I'm not sure myself if GArry was saying this stuff, but Joey said that he disagreed with what GArry said, dog. Joey doesn't have guys who like him and like the sport of MMA. They just like him and the fighters in MMA. They're just like Muslim fighters. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, who we kidding here? Islam, white. Habib, white. Chimaev, white. You know, I hate to break it down by race, but you know, if we were to break it down by race, dude, we are the best fighters. We are the best fighters. White dude's the best fighters, dude. We got them all. Okay, 125, we don't got him. 135, Piotr Jan. He's one of us. 45, one of us. 55, one of us. 70, one of us. 85, one of us. 205, Pereira. Okay. 265, Aspinall. Bro, come on. Come on, bro. We run shit here. We run shit around here. 100% we run shit, bro. 100%. How y'all feeling about this fight? Lance Gibson Jr., he kind of got destroyed by Bobby Green, but I think it was a split decision. It was a split decision. I don't think it was a split decision. I think Chase Hooper KO'd Hernandez. I think he's just going to submit him. I think he's going to submit him early. I think there's levels that are going to be shown here. That's crazy, though. If it was anybody else, Joey would be mad, but GArry said it, so Joey doesn't care that much. Yeah. Welcome to the world, buddy. Welcome to the world. It's not that crazy. It's what I do. That's what you do. That's what everybody does. You know, you hold different standards for people if you like them more. Then let's go. He lost to... Oh, wait. I know who Tafik Musafayev lost to. He fought against... Oh, who did he lose to, bro? Mutabrek Orablai to catch weight. Yes. Got destroyed. Before that, he hasn't been active. I'm not convinced on Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he's good. But is he good? That Manuel Torres win, I think, is carrying him so hard right now. Because that Jalen Turner win, Jalen Turner gave up. He would have beaten Ignacio. Where is Jalen Turner? This guy came back to the UFC just to not do anything at all. Impression of Strickland making a TikTok after Adesanya retires to troll him. Here's the fucking thing, guys. I don't know how to fucking use TikTok, guys. But I need to fucking get on here. I'm already fucking banned on fucking X or Twitter, whatever that fucking shit is called. But fucking guys, this fucking guy, Adesanya, fucking retires. And I should fucking trying to get under my fucking skin, guys. I fucking want to beat his ass, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. I fucking like the guy. He's a good fucking guy, guys. He fucking talked me on, and he's a good fucking guy, guys. I'm just talking shit, guys. I'm a crip walk on Izzy when he gets slimed out, palms up. He's not getting slimed. He could begin get slimed out, palms up. But, let's go Izzy, man. Let's go Izzy. Just like, this is the same fight as Justin Gaethje versus Topuria. We collectively want Justin Gaethje to brutally slime out Topuria. Dude. We want Justin Gaethje to slime out Topuria. We want to see that ASAP. As soon as possible, we want Justin Gaethje rolling thunder. First round rolling thunder. You know? We want to see Justin Gaethje rolling thunder Topuria. But does that happen? Probably not. Probably not. You know what I mean? Same with this one. I want to see Israel Adesanya. I want to see him win a 5-round war. You know what I mean? Putting it on the line, getting rocked and wobbled multiple times, and then win a war. That's what I want to see. Word on the street, Warhorse owns me. Owns this bus. I mean, Christianity started with Browns as well. Whites just adopted. Race equals religion. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Christianity started with Browns as well. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you do have a point. Yeah, it did start out in the Middle East, but are Middle Eastern people brown? I mean, continentally, they're Asians. And some could classify them as white, but some could, whites want to destroy religion. Do they? Joey's not unbiased. What's your most favorite fight on the card besides the main event? It could be Ignacio versus I think that Ricky Simone, Adrian Yanez, good fight. Ignacio versus Tufik. Terrence McKinney, round 1, knockout. No, let's go submission round 1. Let's go Yusri Belgarui via decision. Let's go. This guy's a killer, by the way. Keep your eye out on this guy. Keep your whitest brown. Yeah, he's probably has this skin tone right here. Wherever this guy's from. He's from Brazil. Okay, well, close enough. He's Christianity probably started with dudes who look like this, minus the tattoos, probably. Ignacio Tufik looks like a good fight. It does. We want Justin's Hail Mary Chaos to land that Topuria chin. Yeah, I want to see that. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the White House card. I'm excited. I'm excited for 328, man. I'm not going to be in Canada. I'm going to be in Japan for UFC 328, which sucks. It really does suck. But, dude, if I'm a betting man, dog, you 100% have to go Douglas by finish in under 2 rounds. This is another fight, this fight right here is an interesting fight. This right here. Fuck you doing in Japan? Finding a wife, bro. What are you talking about? I'm gonna go live out my anime journey. I'm the main character, and I'm gonna live out my anime journey. Arigato. The fuck does that mean? Arigato? I've never heard of that shit before. Buongiorno. What the fuck is that profile picture, bro? Okay. Interesting. Dag wants to bro, you don't think there's special massages in Canada? Bro, there's special massages everywhere in the freaking world. You can get a special massage everywhere. You don't need to go to the motherland just for that. Maybe Justin should learn some voodoo. Dude, Justin is so underrated technically. I think he's super underrated technically. And I don't see why Justin can't beat. I don't understand why Justin can't beat Justin Gaethje. I mean, okay, hold on. I'm having a stroke here. I don't understand why everybody's doubting Justin. Justin Gaethje could beat Topuria. He's got power. Max, does he have power? I don't know. I'm not sure. Does Max have power? I don't know. Maybe. But maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's unproven. His power is unproven. You know what I mean? His power is unproven. Right? Justin Gaethje, proven power. Proven power. Dropped Paddy Pimblett multiple times. Right? Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje lost to Charles Oliveira. Why did he lose? Well, because of the clinch. Because of the grappling threat of Charles Oliveira. And Ilia just doesn't have that level of grappling threat as a Charles Oliveira. Is it legal for UFC fighters to fight with hairy thighs? No. You want to know a fighter who's hairy as fuck? What's that guy? What the fuck? Hold up. Hold up. Is it this guy? No. It's not this guy, is it? Yo, who's the dude with the hairy back? Is that Muin Gafurov with the hairy back? He's the hairiest dude on the roster, probably. No, is it? Is it Muin Gafurov? I'm gonna find out what this guy's saying. Felipe Lima. Who did he fight? Mohamed Naimov, who fought not Khan Ofley. Might be Muin Gafurov. Some dude had the craziest lower back hair. I think it was Muin Gafurov, bro. yeah, it is. Bro, look at Muin Gafurov. Look at this guy's weird back hair. He literally has a penis back hair right here. Look at this. You got the tip and you got the balls right. It looks like a spaceship back hair. What the fuck is that guy doing? Yeah, I see people saying Ilia's gonna KO Justin Gaethje. Dude, I think Justin Gaethje is being so underrated right now. So underrated. People don't understand how good that guy really is, truthfully. Justin got outclassed by Max for 5 rounds, got slimed out, just like Ilia did to Max. Okay, let's actually break that down. Let's actually break that down real quick. Okay. So you said Justin got outclassed by Max for 5 rounds. Yes. Okay. I'll give it to you. He did. Why did he get outclassed by Max? Because in the very first round, he lost freaking the ability to breathe out of his nose. And to say that Ilia outclassed Max, dog, outside of the takedowns, Max was destroying Ilia on the feet. He was piecing Ilia up on the feet and not getting hit clean. You need to rewatch that fight. Turn off commentary. Judges got it wrong. You love watching Topuria fights because his trash talk is annoying. Until Joe Blees to stop showering a month before the fight, start grappling as soon as the fight starts, he might win by submission immediately. Yes. Yes, it's the weirdo who tap against Saeed. Yeah, it was a guillotine. It was a guillotine that he lost to Saeed. I feel like this is a tough fight to predict, But majority decision draw, or no, this was canceled back because of what? Back of the headshots or something. Beat Antonio Tricoli, okay, who hasn't, by submission. Beat, I don't know who that guy is. Beat Dusko Todorovic, Wes Schultz. This is tough, man. I don't know. This one's easy. Michael Chiesa, Nico Price. Chiesa submission, guys. Chiesa submission. Round 3, Chiesa decision. Maybe decision. And this one, I don't know. I honestly don't know who's gonna win between Grasso and Barber. Both of them are kind of, dare I say it, mid. You know, Grasso got completely outclassed by the twerker Natalia Silva, right? Lost to Valentina, a draw with Valentina that honestly shouldn't have been a draw. She should have 2 losses to Valentina. You know, hasn't been active, right? 3 years ago, she fought Valentina, and then at 2 fights after. Barber ain't mid. Is she good, though? Beat Karine Silva, beat Caitlin Caminera, beat Amanda Ribas, beat Andrea Lee, Jessica I. Jessica I. You know, the shorty that's doing OnlyFans now. She beat Jessica I, right? Jessica I's doing OnlyFans now because her career didn't pan out the way she wanted it to. Right, guys? Okay, we all know that she does OnlyFans. Not because we are gooners, but because we're just that deep into the sport. We know everything. I don't know. I haven't watched I literally skip Barber fights. I'm not gonna lie. Every time Barber fights, I skip it. I skip every single Barber fight. Do y'all be watching Macy Barber fights? Yeah, she wrestles. She always looks to do damage. Let me get. Is there a Barber highlight reel? Let's see a Barber. I want to see a Macy Barber highlight reel. Macy Barber highlights. Macy Barber highlights, guys. The rise of Macy Barber, a 4-minute. Okay. I think Barber Ribas was entertaining. Only thing I remember Macy Barber for is goon baiting on Instagram and pulling out of her fight in the main event against guys, help me out here. She pulled out of her fights against Aaron Blanchfield. Yeah. All right, let's see. She has good kicks. Okay, Macy Barber has good kicks. Never mind. She does not have good kicks. Ooh, she's got good power in her hands, though. She has good power in her hands. Let's see the grappling here. She has good trips. Okay. She's actually not that bad. Her chin's up way in the air. Can Grasso capitalize on that? No. Macy Barber does. Okay, she has some entertaining fights. She has some decent highlights. Ooh, good grappling. But so does Grasso. But Grasso has good jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Barber seems to have good grappling, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Did she beat Jillian Robertson? That's a good win. If she beat Jillian Robertson, that's a great win. Oh, she finished Jillian Robertson? No way. Oh my gosh, she's beating up Jillian Robertson right now. Okay, I have my verdict. I do have my verdict. Let's go Barber. Let's go Barber by decision. Barber by decision, guys. Let's go Barber decision. I think that's the thing. And then let's go Pyfer KO round 2. Dude, isn't this sad to see? Isn't this super sad to see? Loss, win, loss. That's sad, man. He's 1-4 in his last 5. Joe Pyfer 4-1 in his last 5. But just the level of competition is night and day. Abdul Razak Al Hassan, Jack Hermanson, Marc-Andre Barrios, Kelvin Gastelum. But I mean, Joe Pyfer hasn't fought. Has he fought anybody good? Has Joe Pyfer fought anybody good? Not really. Post-prime Kelvin Gastelum. You know, a Bus. How is Joe Pyfer even? Is Joe Pyfer even in the rankings? Is Joe Pyfer even in the rankings, dude? Jack the Joker's a month, bro. Jack Hermanson is ass, absolutely ass. Where's Joe? Joe Pyfer's 14. Joe Pyfer is 14. Why did they make this fight, dude? Ranked number 14? I think Joe Pyfer is underrated striking. But the problem with Joe Pyfer is that he's so inefficient with his striking. You know what I mean? He's so inefficient with his striking. But if Joe Pyfer's smart, I think he strikes for the first round and then shoots a double in the second. What's your thoughts on UFC community page getting nuked? You will be missed, brother. You will be missed. You can use my comment section as your next UFC community page. I volunteer as tribute. What about Nunes? What about Nunes, bro? Bro, why is Joe Pyfer? Why is Joe Pyfer getting this fight? Should have been... Honestly, guys, you know who it should have been? Brendan Allen. It should have been Brendan Allen versus Israel Adesanya. But maybe Israel Adesanya turned that down. That would be a good fight. Because, dude, I really want to see... My dream fight right now is Hamza Chimaev versus Israel Adesanya. That's my dream fight right now. The levels of aura between Chimaev and Adesanya would be off the freaking charts, dude. And Alex Pereira's up at heavyweight, so Chimaev Pereira don't make no sense. I would say the fight I want to see is Islam Ilya, Chimaev Israel, Chimaev Islam is a fight I want to see. Pereira Aspinall, Piotr Jan, O'Malley too. Those are my dream fights I want to see right now. Those are the fights where I'm like, dude, I want to see this shit. I really want to see this shit. What are your thoughts? Brandon unallowed himself because of the community news, bro. He was literally in here earlier, unless that was recent. Who do you think GArry should fight next? Islam. What? Ian Garry's the only real deserving contender. Real contender. Is Ian Garry. And apparently Ali Abdelaziz says that Islam is fighting the number one contender, so you got to think that means Ian Garry. Ireland, Russia, Ireland, Dagestan too. I don't think Michael Morales is deserving. I want to see Michael Morales showcase his skills. I think Michael Morales is really good, but I just want to showcase his skills a little bit more. This guy just finishes dudes, you know. Usman belongs outside the top 10. Actually outside the top 10. Why is Usman ranked number 7? He beat number 9 Buckley, whose best win is number 14 Colby Covington. You know what I mean? Like, Buckley should be 12. Buckley should be 12. Usman should be 10. Leon should be above him. You got Pyfer? I do have Pyfer, yeah. Ali wants a payday from Usman? Yeah, I know. Classic. What is with UFC managers being like the scummiest of scummy people on the earth? Is there a good manager? Topuria's got a good manager. I think Israel Adesanya and Yuri Prohaska, their manager's pretty good. But like Dustin Poirier, trash manager. You know? Gaethje, bad manager. Islam, bad manager. Dude, Ali, terrible man. I don't like Ali Abdelaziz. I don't like what's his name? I think I like Islam, but I hate his manager. I don't even think Ali is the worst manager in the sport. I don't even think Ali is the worst manager in the sport. I think what's his name? Tiki? I think, dude, he is way more sketchy than Ali. Like, if you compare the things, but then again, they're both so terrible, bro. So terrible. You strike me as the type of kid where his parents are divorced. First off, you said his, assuming gender. First off, you don't do that type of stuff, okay, when you're talking to me. All right. And second off, don't talk about that stuff, man. Don't bring up family, bro. It's the rules of fighting. That's the rules of the fight game, dude. The rules of the fight game are don't bring up fucking family. Okay? Don't bring up fucking family. Not cool, dude. That's rule 1 of the fight game. Pinto versus Delija. Mario Pinto versus Ante Delija. Mario Pinto, Ante Delija. Ooh. Ante Delija wins. Are they divorced? Yeah. What did I say? Dude, once you step into the fight game, once you start getting involved with the fight game, all personal questions about family, you don't talk about family, bro. So clearly you're not involved in the fight game. And if you're not involved in the fight game, you don't got my respect, brother. Okay? You don't got my respect, brother. Okay, if you're asking personal questions, you're not in the fight game, you don't got my respect, brother. Okay? What you need to do, go train. Go train. Go box. Learn some respect, buddy. You know, back in my day, we used to beat up kids like you. You know? Soft kids. We used to beat them up. We used to beat up kids like you every day. All right? So, watch your mouth, boy. Who did you pick? Chase Hooper or Lance Gibson? I'm going Chase Hooper submission. I don't think Lance Gibson is any good whatsoever. I think Chase Hooper's going to show huge levels. You heard about... No. Bro, I you know what's crazy? I don't say names. I actually don't say names. Jacob... Oh, what the fuck? Damn. R.I.P., bro. Rip, man. That's fucked up. The bro went to the O. That's crazy. I think Chase Hooper's going to win. Well, let me show you all my picks. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of them. Pyfer, KO. Barber decision. Chiesa decision. Douglas KO. Belgarui decision. McKinney submission. I don't know this one. I don't know this one. What are you feeling about Ignacio? I think Ignacio decision. He looked so bad against Rafael Fiziev, though. Adesanya decision. I could see Adesanya decision. I could see him pulling out the decision. And honestly, if it gets halfway through the 4th, Adesanya will take down and beat up Joe Pyfer on the ground. That's probably my hottest take. Adesanya will take down Joe Pyfer if it goes past the 4th round. Did you play in the OHL? Yeah, bud. I was on my way to the show, bud. But my fucking ACL, bud, was fucking me up, bud, eh? I was sniping top cheese, top cheddar all the time. But, you know, my ACL snapped and I've never been the same since, you know? But I was a huge prospect for the, for the Anaheim Ducks. I did see that 6 submission last year, triangle, but Jalen Turner quit. Jalen Turner genuinely quit. Jalen Turner quit against Moicano, quit against Dan Hooker, quit even worse against Ignacio, left the UFC because he was such a quitter, and then came back. You know, so that Jalen Turner submission means literally nothing in my books. I'm gonna rewatch Too Fick. versus Matabak Orablay. Not the Mighty Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks. Completely different breed. Tufik is 35 years old. Did this fight stay on their feet at all? Obvious weight advantage for Metabak Orablay. Instant takedown for Orablay. Oh my gosh. Do we even know how... Does he strike at all? He defends the first takedown. How does he look in the striking? Great takedown defense. Oh my gosh. Great takedown defense. Insane takedown defense. Good kick, but he catches the kick and gets taken down immediately. Doesn't get back up to his feet. Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Let's see. He's a scrapper. He's a scrapper. Good body kicks. Let's go Musafayev. Let's go Musayev. Let's go. You reached Lerone, Murphy versus Lerone. I assume you're saying you rewatched Murphy versus Evloev. Murphy it's Lerone Murphy. You had it 4-1, 4-1 Lerone. Dude, I had it 3-2 Evloev, but I had the first round going to Evloev. Then Hooper, Tybura, not picking, Sterling, and Simone. I had Movzar winning the first round, the fourth, and the fifth. So if you're gonna give Movzar the third, you know, I either had it draw or Evloev winning. I wouldn't have had it Lerone winning. I wouldn't have had it. I thought he won the first round. I think the commentary team was one of the most biased commentary teams I have ever heard in my entire life. Mike Bisping is literally terrible. Like, this guy's so annoying and so bad at commentating. Go make me a sandwich, all right? Can I hear what your submission of the year was for last year? Oh my gosh. Let me think. What fights we had. Let me think. Let me pull up. I would go for 2025. I would say, what other fights were there? I would either say Saint Denis versus Marcio Ruffy, or I would say Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. Leon Edwards, Sean Brady, or Ruffy, Benoit Saint Denis. Because the Sean Brady one was just pure domination. Pure domination. And the Benoit Saint Denis was a huge comeback win for Benoit. Underdog win. You know what I mean? Movzar only won round 5. No, I think he won round 4, 5, 1, and round 3 was close. Someone said you auditioned for a Heated Rivalry show when it's filming in Toronto. I did not audition for a Heated Rivalry, bro. What the fuck? Bisping's one of the best. Bisping's one of the worst commentators ever. You know who the best commentator is? Paul Felder. My dream commentary team: Paul Felder, Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz can get fucked up though. I would say John Anik, Paul Felder, and I kind of like DC, but I like Dominic Cruz, but he fucks up and he's kind of annoying sometimes. I like Laura Sanko, but she's a woman, you know. I'd go Paul Felder, John Anik, Dominic Cruz. No, I would go. No, for peak entertainment. The lineup I would have is DC, Dominic Cruz. No, yeah. So Daniel Cormier, Dominic Cruz, and Michael Bisping would be pure entertainment. Those guys would be pure entertainment. They would be literally the worst commentators you've ever heard on a fight, but they would be the funniest, for sure. For sure. Round 4-5, both Evloev, not 10-8. 10-8. What the fuck? 10-8? 10-8? What? There was no 10-8, bro. Come on. Search up Amasov versus Magny. Bro, I've seen Amasov versus Magny. That was a great submission, too. Was that 2025? That was a great submission where he went from... I remember that one because he went from half guard, pinned down the left arm, knee onto that left arm to pin it down, wrapped around to lock up the anaconda, right? That was... Dude, I try to implement that. Dude, I try to get that submission all the freaking time in training. Dude, I try to get that submission all the time. Whenever I go into half guard, and some guy has, because Neil Magny had 2-on-1 on this on the left arm, so he was half guard on the left side. Magny had 2-on-1 on the left wrist, pulled his wrist down, so extended Magny's arm with the left knee, sliced, pinned down the arm, reached around, got the anaconda. Like, that was such a beautiful submission. Every single time I'm in half guard, I try to hit that shit. It's not easy. It is not easy. Mostly because nobody ever goes 2-on-1 when you're in half guard. No one goes 2-on-1 in half guard. That's a hard thing to pull off. Like, you need to be punching from half guard with that left arm in order to get someone to go 2-on-1. Or you have to threaten something with that left arm in order for them to go 2-on-1. He knows better than bro, Bisping is the worst, most biased trash. Bisping is the commentator equivalent to Mark Goddard. They don't know nothing about the sport. Mais subbing O'Malley. O'Malley, bro, what? Merab subbed a injured O'Malley. O'Malley was injured in that fight. So let's cut this narrative that he didn't beat the best version of O'Malley. Merab has not fought the best version of O'Malley. And honestly, I don't think the best version of O'Malley will ever come back. I think he's had too many hip surgeries, too many surgeries on his legs. I think Sean O'Malley is kind of done, guys. I think he's kind of done. Especially because he relies on his movement, having multiple hip surgeries, multiple leg surgeries, broken feet, For a guy who relies on his movement, it's going to catch up to you, bro. Ryan King must be lost soul. Who else is a big enough fan of Armand to have him as a profile picture? Interesting. Would you play a gay MMA fighter like how they did a huge rivalry thing? Yeah. Give me an acting scenario, guys. I'm gonna act. I could act something out. I'm actually a good actor, guys. I'm actually a great actor. I should be an actor for sure. I wonder what the fuck this people watching when they say Mavs only won one round thinking they're smoking shit from the toilette. From the toilette. J'ai besoin aller aux toilettes, s'il vous plaît. Est-ce que je peux remplir mon bouteille d'eau? In which level is Ronda Rousey Carano card? The main event is trash. Let's be honest. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, trash. Francis Ngannou, Philip Limbs, trash. Mike Perry, Diaz, not bad. Makayev versus Morales, good. Actually good. See, that was valid best sub of the year for... It was, yeah. The Neil Magny Amasov, yeah, for sure. That was a great sub, for sure. It was so clean. So clean. There's something about that sub that was so clean. You won't show any BJJ training vids because you're embarrassed? Your daddy, Kenny Okoye, shows his training footage because he's confident, unlike you? No. I don't take videos of me training. It's training, bro. It's training. Why would I take vids of me training? I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn shit. I'm not trying to post me training. What am I gonna do? Post me submitting some 40-year-old dude? Come on. Come on. Come on, man. I'm like, dude, I actually was, dude, I was grappling this dude. This guy had like 50 pounds on me, and he was like, dude, you are so strong. I was Habib maxing so hard. I wasn't even putting that much weight on him. I was just like, having my body weight in the right position, bro. And he's like, dude, you're so strong. I'm like, I'm not strong. I'm not strong. It's about body weight. It's about body weight, dude. You're 215 pounds. I'm 160. I act out a scenario where a big, tatted, sexy Brazilian MMA fighter wants to perform oral on him at a hotel the night before the fight. Hey, porra. Hey, porra. I need you to come in. No. Hey, porra. I need you to come in my room, porra. Yeah. Come on, bro. Let's go back to my room. I need to show you something in the shower, bro. I know you want to come in my room. Take out shower. I think I got the leaky faucet, bro. Yeah. Come on. Oh, maybe the faucet is working, bro. But you want to stay and watch Modern Family, bro. This is one of my favorite shows. Back in Brazil, back in Sao Paulo, Brazil, we used to watch Modern Family all the time. Let's actually watch this, bro. Oh no, my gay porn on TV. Oh my god, that's not good, bro. Can't expose my secret, bro. Agree, main event, co-main, even event trash. What main co-main event is trash? What was your conclusion about the Dan Hooker drama? Gay. Post your BJJ skills. You might get some respect around this community. I don't need respect, bro. I don't need respect from any of y'all. I don't need respect. I don't need your fucking respect. You might get some respect around here. I don't give a fuck. I honestly rather have you all disrespect me. Because that's way more fun than y'all being like, dude, 10 things that never happened? What? Me Habib maxing in jiu-jitsu. I was literally Habib maxing, bro. What are you talking about? This guy was going on a single leg. So this is what happened. He was going on the single leg, right? And the trick is when you reach around someone while they're on the single leg, and I'm like, he's holding the single leg, I'm semi-sprawled out, he's grabbing my right leg. If you grab their foot, like grab their ankle like this, and you lift it up behind them, they have no leverage to turn and finish the takedown or pull you down. They have no leverage. So if you just hold that, they're going to use a lot of force when you're just not going to use any force. And if they don't know that trick, then they're going to be like, bro, you're heavy as shit. Like, you're strong as fuck. How you doing that? And you're just like, bro, it's called Habib maxing. All right? I'm Habib maxing. Okay? I'm heavy, bro. I know position. I know the position, bro. I know the position, buddy. Bedtime would sleep, that bum Kenny. Dude, bedtime would, dog, it would be murder. It would be murder what bedtime would do to Kenny. It would be genuine murder what he would do to Kenny. Like, it's not even, that wouldn't even be a fight, dude. Like, that would be so unclose. Kenny doesn't train jiu-jitsu. This guy hits a bag. Kenny hits the heavy bag and wrestles fat dudes in a park. Plays touch butt with the dudes in a park. You know what I mean? Bedtime is a killer. He's a regional scene killer, dude. You know? Saw Dag yesterday choking out a drunk guy at 7-Eleven. Yeah, true. You're going to be like the next, always brag about your MMA career but never fight. Don't be brag about my MMA career but don't fight. How do you have a career in something you don't do? You know what I mean? Still glazing bedtime all the time. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie? You want me to lie and say, oh, dude, bedtime's trash, dude. Bedtime's not good, bro. Bro, bedtime's good as fuck. You watch his Muay Thai clips? Crazy good. Trains jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu. Good jiu-jitsu. Very good jujutsu. Just kidding, Dag. Only footage of him where he gets knocked out. There's no footage of me getting knocked out, buddy. Hell no. Reach around? Yeah, buddy. Oh, no way. Okay, that's fine. I think Pyfer wins too, but if I had a dream, Izzy brutally finishes Pyfer and Hamzat somehow TKO Sean, spins him around, finish him against the cage, same dream. Wow. Wow. Dude, you are the same as me, dude. You're the true MMA one, dude. You are the exact same as me. I want to see Israel Adesanya win a absolute war against Joe Pyfer where he shows heart and he shows grit. Okay? That's the first thing I want to see happen. I want to see Chimaev brutally, utterly destroy Sean Strickland. And then I want to see Israel Adesanya fight Chimaev. And then that would be the best fight you've ever seen in your entire life. Best fight you have ever seen in your entire life will be that fight. But I do think Pyfer wins, unfortunately. Let's watch some bedtime clips. Why the fuck would we watch bedtime clips, bro? Y'all like my watch? Y'all like my new watch? It's pretty fire, I think. I think it looks elegant, to be quite frank. I think I have a pretty elegant watch. That was probably not a great place to put that, but that's fine. You once saw someone say Mike Finch looks like Floopy from Spy Kids? That was so funny. Unk MMA did not pass away. Mike Finch? Who the fuck is that? What the fuck? This is Mike Finch? What the fuck? This is who? This is the guy y'all know? That's the guy y'all glaze? All right then. I mean, hey, to each their own, I guess. To each their own, I guess. I'm gonna say nothing about y'all. I got nothing to say about y'all, you know. Hey man, if that's what if that's the guy you like to get your MMA advice from, then that's the guy. You know, we all glaze bedtime. You're goddamn right, brother. Goddamn right. Damn it, motherfucker. Hope Chimaev gonna show striking like Mavzar did. No, Chimaev will actually outbox easily. Sean Strickland easily. Why are you wearing a hoodie instead on spring break? Soy immune system. Cause I'm wearing a hoodie, bro. It's not warm out. It's not that warm out right now for me. Unfortunately, it ain't that warm, brother. Let's pick up where we left off. Start talking about fighters. Fighters meet again. Do L live. We're not going. No, we're not doing the whole fighters meet thing. We're done. We need like a every time we talk about fighters meet, we need like a. It needs to be natural, dude. You can't just be like, oh, I want to talk about fighters meet. You can't do it. It has to be a natural thing, man. We are done talking about fighters meets, dude. We are done. We can no longer talk about fighters meets anymore. Legally, we can't. Legally, we can't. I got Ali Abdulaziz hit me up and said, brother, no more talk about fight meet, brother. No way, brother. This can't be done, brother. Brother, no way, brother. This is impossible, brother. Brother, I come here, kill the guy. You still talking about fighter meat, brother. This is not a good guy. Thoughts on Jaden Cable? How he's got so many collabs? Is he an industry plant? I think it's funny. I think it's funny that people think he's an industry plant. I don't think he's actually an industry plant. Um, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure he just reached out to one of those like Twitter accounts, one of those like MMA Twitter accounts, hit him up and was like, "Yo, can y'all give me a fucking job?" And he got one interviewing people, and then he made like his own channel, already knowing a lot of the fighters and having connections, you know? Jelton Almeida highlights or 326 highlights? What would I rather watch? Ooh, good question, my bro. Neither. The reason Cedric Damas goes on is because he gives Cedric Damas 500 a show because Cedric Damas is broke. Really? No way that's true. Fucking doubt it, lad, you know, eh? Absolutely fucking doubt it, you know, lads, eh? Maybe I'll do that. Jelton Almeida versus Kuniev had a strong argument for being the more exciting. Then 326 highlights? No, it wasn't, dude. 326 blown out of freaking proportion. So blown out of proportion, bro. It wasn't that terrible. It wasn't that terrible. It's not as bad as everybody wants to make it seem. It's not as bad as everybody wants to make it seem. Jaden as a rich daddy. He's Steiny. I could. Yeah, I mean, come on. How can he afford to go to that many events? I mean, his YouTube channel is not popping to that level where he can be making bank. Like, I feel like he's got to have some more. There's got to be some supplementary income, some come from somewhere. But hey, man, I would do the same for my son, so I wouldn't even hate on him. I wouldn't even hate on him like that. But he is. I changed my mind. He is a fucking industry plant. Fuck him. He is a goddamn industry plant, boy. He's a goddamn industry plant, boy. Like when you climb in and break down the outside foot battle of Almeida's whole career and stuttering the exhilarating thrill skill difference in JDM Islam and 326 to show casuals how hardcore we are. That's coming up soon. That's definitely coming up soon. I do have a date planned, but that's going to be happening. That's happening. You know, it's crazy you mentioned that because that's actually happening right after I get the Hamza Chimaev collab, which we have planned. We are working on that Hamza Chimaev collab. You know what I mean? We are getting that Hamza Chimaev collab. Well, fuck me. Chimaev's just working out. Once he gets into camp, he says he just has to sort some things out right now, and then he'll be hitting me up. You know, what's my Skype? I don't give out personal informations. And may Joey still get the Hamza? Bro, what are you talking about? You think Joey's going to get the Chimaev collab before me? I already have the Chimaev collab lined up. Joey glazes Hamza more than me? But he doesn't actually believe it, though. He fakes his love. I got unconditional love. I tell Hamza the truth. I tell him the truth. You know, when he had a lackluster fight against DDP, what did Joey say? He said it wasn't boring. It wasn't lackluster. No, what did I say? I said it was lackluster. But that's fine. That's fine. Chimaev, Hamza. That's fine. You know? So it just shows you where he's at. Shows you where I'm at. You know, we're not the same. We're not the same. We're not. No, we're like this. Not we're this. Okay. So my daily diet. Dude, I know you want to become shredded like me. Let me show you the bicep. Actually, no. I have no shirt underneath. That's not gonna happen. Dag into the gayverse. That was one time. One time, and I was a couple drinks deep. Okay. One time, a couple drinks deep. Dog, it happens. What do you want me to do about that? Okay? It happens. What's your diet? Um, chicken tendies in the morning. Then for lunch, I have chicken tendies and plum sauce. Then for dinner, I have some chicken tendies and soda pop. Sody pop. Adesanya's beatable. I told you his habit of framing with his hands telegraph everything he does with the lead hand. Did you tell me that? Because I literally talked about that. I literally talked about that, bro. Quite literally talked about that in my recent video. Anyways, boys, I got to dip to work, guys. I got to dip to work. Got to go to work. Maybe be back tonight. Probably a lie. We'll be back tomorrow. Does Guru make it to 30? Bro, he's like 27. Of course he makes it to 30. Doesn't make it past 35 though. 35 is when he dies. No, I'm kidding. Go watch that video. Like, comment. Like, comment, hype that video, please. Please, guys. I'm begging you guys. I'm literally on my knees begging y'all. If I get on my knees right now, would every single one of y'all like, comment, and hype if you can? If I get on my knees right now, would y'all do that? I would do it. I would do for sure. But those conditions have to be met. Okay? On your knees. Is that a yes? 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 I'm saying a yes. Okay. Guys, please. I need this, guys. I need you to like, comment, and hype if you can that video I just posted link to. Please, guys, I need you more than ever. I need you to also watch it all the way through. And if you can watch it on 0.25 speed, even better. Please, artificially boost it. Hey, please, guys, I need y'all more than ever. Thank y'all. It's been your boy, Dag, and May, signing out. Peace.